Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? This is Joseph Conlon on your Monday night, July 5th, 2021. First and foremost, before we talk about Monday Night Raw tonight, first off, the review is not going to be that long tonight. The show was absolutely miserable to watch for 3 hours outside of John Morrison and Ricochet and Matt Riddle and AJ Styles. Those were literally the only good things on tonight's show. But first and foremost, man, I hope everybody watching this review, I hope all of you subscribers out there, all my followers, I hope you had a fantastic 4th of July weekend and a fantastic 4th of July, having some barbecue, swimming in your pool, going to the beach, going to play some golf, whatever it was, watching fireworks at night like I was on the Wildwood Boardwalk. I hope everybody out there watching had a fantastic 4th of July, man. So just want to get that out. I just got off my chest. Yesterday, I had an 8-hour shift at work. But yesterday was very relaxing, man. It was a very relaxed day. I got done work like around 6:30, went home, went to the boardwalk for about 2.5 hours, and saw some fireworks up there. Boardwalk was packed. It was just a lot of fun, man. Just a lot of fun on my 4th of July evening. And I hope everybody out there had a fantastic 4th of July. Just want to get that out there. But tonight's show, man, at this point, I'm just waiting for next Friday. When it comes to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, literally, I'm just waiting for next Friday to come now. That's how it's felt for me for a very long time. Ever since WWE announced that fans were coming back, I'm just like, if there's a simulation mode, can we simulate these next couple weeks so we can get to July 16th? This show needs fans, man. The show really needs fans. I necessarily don't think that SmackDown is going to be terrible with fans. Hopefully the show will start to feel fresh, so we don't get to see matches like Rollins and Cesaro every week and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn every week, because that show's just as repetitive as Raw is. But Monday Night Raw, when it comes to Raw, man, I don't know. This show could legitimately get booed in front of fans. Fans are not going to hold back. I'm telling you right now. They will not hold back on what they feel about the show. And I'm telling you right now because fans are not stupid. The people attending a show, buying a ticket, they are not stupid, and they know exactly what is going on. But we're gonna talk about everything. We shouldn't be here longer than 20 minutes. But I thank you guys for joining me tonight. We're actually going to get right into the review, man. A fresh new week of content. Be sure you guys subscribe to the channel. 2 big reviews coming for you this week. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Tomorrow night, NXT Great American Bash. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be myself and Cameron Johnson, as usual, breaking down and reviewing the NXT Great American Bash show. And then a Wednesday night, finally, AEW is getting fans back Wednesday night. Full capacity, going on the road, touring fans in Miami, Florida. That's where AEW is on Wednesday night. We're going to talk about Road Rager, myself and Wesley Williams. Cannot wait for that show, man. I am hyped about Road Rager. And be sure to subscribe to the channel for those big 2 reviews, man. And then, of course, we'll have SmackDown on Friday. And maybe I'll do a video over the weekend. I'll have to come up with something. I'm not sure. Depends on my work schedule. I know I work Saturday, but Sunday, I'm a little bit opened on Sunday. So Sunday, we might do a little video here. I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep you guys updated, of course, over on Twitter. But we're going to get on to Raw tonight. Opened up with a boring formulaic. We see this every year with Money in the Bank. Miz TV, when there's ladders in the ring, because WWE thinks us fans are stupid, and they think we forget what match they're trying to promote. They're trying to promote the Money in the Bank ladder match. We're not dumb. We don't need to see ladders in the ring, just like tables, ladders, and chairs, and weapons for Extreme Rules. They put these weapons out as to think, oh, this is coming up soon. Like, we know, okay? We know what's happening, but we saw Riddle and Drew McIntyre and Ricochet and John Morrison out there. The Miz was out there. AJ Styles and Omos was out there for whatever reason. And Omos knocked Matt Riddle off the ladder. AJ Styles then kicked Matt Riddle's bad foot. And then Ricochet, McIntyre were brawling with Morrison. Not the Miz because he's on a wheelchair. So this is a very boring and formulaic segment to start the show. Didn't really get you going throughout the night. But then we got into Ricochet and John Morrison. Second week, they had a really good match, but it went to a non-finish. Ricochet tried to run for some crazy move. Excuse me. Ricochet tried to go for some crazy move at the end, but I don't know what he was trying to connect with. I really don't know. It kind of looks like Cameron Grimes' move when it's like in a power slam position, but they're like doing like a Spanish fly in midair. It kind of looks like that move that he does, but it looks very messy and botched. But Ricochet was selling it like he hurt him, and the finish was so stupid. They ended a really good match to a terrible finish because The Miz in a wheelchair was blocking Ricochet to get in the ring. So you're telling me that a man in a wheelchair, is preventing Ricochet to get in the ring. You're telling me he can't just move to the side, push The Miz off, and run back into the ring? Absolutely stupid finish, I thought, right there. John Morrison got the win by countout. And we're getting this match next week. Falls Count Anywhere. I thought they were going to book another one-on-one match, but with Ricochet winning by countout, thankfully they don't do that. But next week on Raw, we're getting a Falls Count Anywhere match. We went into oh God, I don't even want to talk about it, dude. Naomi, Asuka, Nikki Cross, and Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Eva Marie, and Doudrop. This was a complete mess. This match, I'm sorry, man. This match was horrible. Absolutely horrible mess. Just botches everywhere, miscommunications, the selling. Eva Marie is everything she was last time, except she has pink hair instead of red hair. And at the end of the match, she goes, "Your winner is Eva Marie." She can't bump. She hasn't taken one bump since her return. And she's technically on a pro wrestling show, if you guys even want to consider Monday Night Raw to be a pro wrestling show. This woman has not taken one bump. She has not hit a wrestling maneuver, yet Vince McMahon is very entertained by her storyline with Doudrop. Get the hell out of here, man. Are you kidding me? That goes to show you how out of touch the old man is and what actual good storylines are. It is ridiculous. Really ridiculous. Nia Jax pinned Nikki Cross with a Samoa drop, and Eva Marie got on the microphone at the end and said, "Your winner, Eva Marie." As if she won the match all by herself. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, man. Really terrible. And then we had matches. We had about 3 matches that meant nothing for storyline purposes and are going nowhere. Mustafa Ali versus Mansoor. Ali won in 5 minutes. I have no idea where this is going, nor do I care, because WWE doesn't make me care. I want to care about Mustafa Ali. I want to see him give opportunities, but WWE doesn't do shit for Mustafa Ali. So how am I supposed to care? Lucha House Party versus Mason T-Bar. Lucha House Party win. Jackson Riker and R-Truth defeat Elias and Cedric Alexander. The 24/7 guys were chasing in the ring. R-Truth went to follow them. Then Elias ran away from Jackson Riker. So it really turned out to be a one-on-one match with Cedric and Jackson Riker, with Jackson Riker getting the win. And those were the meaningless matches on the show. Everything's meaningless, but I'm just saying this, the matches that don't mean anything for storyline purposes. But Drew McIntyre, he went one-on-one tonight with Jinder Mahal. And my God, are they ruining Drew McIntyre? I don't know what they're doing with his promos. This guy is being interviewed backstage before his match, and he's giving 4-minute promos as if he's a history teacher. He's talking about these swords in Scotland and battles. This is his new gimmick. Drew McIntyre is cutting promos like he is a history teacher. I don't mean to be an a-hole here, folks, but if Drew McIntyre is cutting these history promos in front of fans and trying to act like a history teacher, you thought the what chant to Ethan Page was bad. Wait till you see the what chance Drew McIntyre gets. The only reason Ethan Page on Dynamite last Saturday, or the Saturday following that, got the what chance is because he's actually getting heel heat in his feud with Darby Allin. Drew McIntyre is getting go-away heat because of the way WWE is booking him. It's not his fault, but WWE is just really booking him like trash lately, man. And his feud after Money in the Bank is looking garbage. I hate to say it, but it looks like we are all settled in for a Jinder Mahal Drew McIntyre match in Las Vegas. And I think this is going to end up exactly like the Jinder Mahal and Roman Reigns match at Money in the Bank of 2018, if you guys remember that. Crowd did everything besides watch that match. But tonight they went one-on-one, and I barely watched the match. Truth. Just saying the truth. I barely watched the match as I was getting up in the kitchen table and making myself a milkshake for dessert. I come in, and the match ended in a DQ. After Indus Sher, I think that one of the guys from Indus Sher, I think his name is Veer or whatever. I don't know the other guy's name. I'm sorry. But they attack Drew McIntyre. They take him out. Drew McIntyre is trying to fight back. Jinder Mahal takes him out. And then Jinder Mahal hits a Kalash. And he takes Drew McIntyre's sword. And he says, "You want to take away my opportunities. Now I'm going to take away your livelihood." Oh, awesome. So on SmackDown, not too long ago, very, very recently, we had Shinsuke Nakamura and Baron Corbin feuding over a crown. Now on Monday Night Raw, we have Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre fighting over a fucking sword that is ultimately going to lead to a match to the second biggest show of the year in Las Vegas, SummerSlam. I don't know. I don't know anybody who's possibly going to care about that match. I am straight up honest right there. I don't know who cares about a match between Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre. I expect SummerSlam to be a great show. I'm excited about SummerSlam, honestly. There's a lot of possibilities. But if you're going to have a match with Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal on that card, there's no doubt on my mind that's a second or third match on the card. That's a lower card match. Not a medium, not a high on SummerSlam. That's a low card match. A lower card match, which will probably go on second or third. But Drew McIntyre's been booked like shit, man. And it sucks. It's like WWE does this all the time. We have a baby face that we get behind so bad, and we want to see succeed like a Drew McIntyre. And that moment with Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble was one of the greatest moments of 2020 in pro wrestling. That was unbelievable. The reaction he got, the stare down with Drew staring down a shocked Brock Lesnar, and then him going on to win the Royal Rumble. That was a great moment. And then he had a nice WWE title run through the Performance Center pandemic. He wins it a second time. And it's really been all downhill since he got cashed in on by The Miz. It's been downhill from Drew McIntyre since, and it's not his fault, but it's like WWE books him like shit on purpose so the fans can turn on him. It's literally how it is. So, I don't know. It looks like he's feuding with Jinder Mahal going into SummerSlam. Not a good look for Drew McIntyre. Matt Riddle versus AJ Styles. Another good match. AJ Styles is going up for the Phenomenal Forearm, but he sees the Viking Raiders stalking Omos. Yes, stalking Omos. That's what AJ Styles distracted. Matt Riddle rolls him up, and he gets the win over AJ Styles in a good match. We got next week's show, the final Raw inside the Thunderdome. Thank Christ. Tonight was actually the final live episode of Raw inside the Thunderdome, as next week's Raw is scheduled to be taped. It seems like WWE could not get out of the Thunderdome any faster, just like we cannot watch the Thunderdome anymore. So next week we're getting the singles debut of Omos. Can't wait to see that against Ivar, I think. Ivar, I'm not sure. They're doing singles matches before the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, I'm guessing. We're getting Ricochet and John Morrison and Falls Count Anywhere. And we're getting Humberto Carrillo versus Sheamus, who I guess is back from a broken nose, for the United States Championship. And then the main event, Bobby Lashley and MVP versus the New Day. What do you want me to say? I didn't really care what happened. I was watching the Phillies at this time, and it was very predictable. MVP was going to take the pin. That's exactly what happened. Kofi Kingston pins MVP, and that's what happens. And that's what how they went off the air with Monday Night Raw. So this was a really bad show tonight. Was not like last week's show, that's for sure. Definitely not like last week's Monday Night Raw. But folks, we are out of here tonight. Gonna wrap it up for the Raw review. Thank you all for watching. If you have not already, like I said, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel, man. We got the NXT Great American Bash tomorrow night, AEW Road Rager Wednesday. Those are going to be two big reviews here on the channel this week, man. You're going to want to be subscribed. You're going to want to hit the bell for all notifications so you do not miss those two reviews. Comment down below your thoughts about tonight's miserable episode of Monday Night Raw. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from me in tonight's review. And follow me on Twitter at Colin_Joseph. We are losing followers over on Twitter, man. I don't know if people are just unfollowing me or if it's a Twitter thing, but we got to pick it up over there on Twitter, man. I don't mean to be harsh, but we got to pick it up on Twitter. So go ahead and follow me over there and Instagram as well. And guys, I will see you tomorrow night for the NXT Great American Bash review here on the Big Fight Field channel. Cameron Johnson is going to be here. It's going to be a great review, man. It should be a great show. Got Cameron Grimes and LA Knight for the $1 million title. Io Shirai and Zoe Stark versus The Way for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. Tommaso Ciampa and Toothless Timmy against MSK for the NXT Tag Team Championships. And then the main event, man. The main event. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, 2 in a straight-up singles match. Should be a excellent main event tomorrow night. And we will have it all broken down for you here on the Big Fight Field channel. You're not going to want to miss it. But guys, have a good night. Stay safe. And as always, man, stay classy.